Sandra Bullock has had a remarkable career in Hollywood. Known for her versatility and relatable on-screen presence, Bullock has captured the hearts of audiences worldwide. But her personal life was marked by a highly publicized and tumultuous chapter, her messy divorce from former husband Jesse James. Join Factsverse as we present Sandra Bullock confirms the reason for her divorce. Sandra's early life. Sandra Bullock was born July 26, 1964 in Arlington, Virginia. Her upbringing was filled with artistic influence and diversity, shaping her into the talented performer she became. Bullock's mother, Helga Matilda Meyer, was an opera singer from Germany, while her father, John W. Bullock, was an American voice coach and university professor. Growing up, Bullock was exposed to various cultures and languages, spending time in different countries like Germany and Austria. This multicultural upbringing instilled in her a deep appreciation for the arts and a love for exploring different facets of the human experience. As a child, Bullock developed an early interest in performing, participating in school plays and local theater productions. Her passion for acting led her to study drama at East Carolina University, where she honed her skills. She then moved to New York City to pursue acting. Sandra's early career. After gaining recognition in the late 80s for her work in television and smaller film roles, Bullock steadily made her way towards becoming one of Hollywood's most beloved leading ladies. She appeared in a range of shows including Working Girl, The Preppy Murder, and Bionic Showdown, The $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman. These early roles allowed her to demonstrate her acting abilities and catch the attention of casting directors. But her breakthrough came in 1994 with the action thriller Speed, starring alongside Keanu Reeves. Her portrayal of Annie Porter, a quick-thinking passenger forced to navigate a high-speed bus filled with explosives, showcased her ability to handle intense action sequences and captivate audiences with her charm and wit. Speed was a massive box office success and solidified Bullock's status as a leading actress. Sandra's career in the 2000s. In 2000, she starred in the romantic comedy Miss Congeniality, playing an undercover FBI agent who goes undercover as a beauty pageant contestant. It was a commercial success and further established Sandra as a talented comedic actress. She reprised her role in the sequel, which showcased her comedic timing and ability to bring charm to the screen. Her career reached new heights with her role in the sports drama The Blind Side in 2009. She played Leanne Tui, a compassionate woman who takes in a homeless teenager and helps him become a successful football player. Her moving and transformative performance earned her critical acclaim, including the Academy Award for Best Actress, and further cemented her reputation. In the following years, she continued to showcase her range, starring in the sci-fi thriller Gravity in 2013 opposite George Clooney, where she played an astronaut stranded in space. She also took on roles in more lighthearted fare, like the comedy drama The Proposal and the buddy cop comedy The Heat. She co-produced the drama Crash in 2004, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture, and she was involved in the production of the comedy drama Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close in 2011. Personal life. Sandra Bullock's personal life has been a subject of interest and admiration. Known for her down-to-earth nature and privacy, Bullock has managed to maintain a sense of normalcy amidst her successful career in the entertainment industry. Her most significant personal milestone came in 2010 when she adopted her son, Louis. The adoption process was kept under wraps until after it was finalized, showcasing her commitment to keeping her personal life private. In 2015, she expanded her family once again, adopting her daughter Layla. The adoption was another carefully kept secret until Bullock shared the news with the public. She's been vocal about her love for her children and her desire to give them a normal upbringing away from the spotlight. Of course, Bullock's personal life has also seen its share of challenges. In 2010, she went through a highly publicized divorce from Jesse James. More on that in a moment. But despite the difficult time, Bullock remained resilient and focused on her children. Throughout her life, she's been involved in various philanthropic endeavors, supporting causes like disaster relief efforts, healthcare initiatives, and education programs. Relationship with Jesse James. Sandra Bullock's relationship with Jesse James, a TV personality and custom motorcycle builder, attracted significant media attention during their marriage and subsequent divorce. They met in 2003 and were married in July of 2005. They seemed to have a happy and committed relationship, with Bullock often expressing her love and admiration for James publicly, but their marriage was marred by infidelity. In March of 2010, news broke of Jesse James's extramarital affairs, which led to a highly publicized scandal. Multiple women came forward alleging affairs with James during his marriage to Bullock. The revelation shook the public and the media, as Bullock was at the height of her career and had recently won an Academy Award for The Blind Side. Bullock maintained a dignified silence and withdrew from the public eye. The news came as a shock to many, given Bullock's reputation for being private and maintaining a low-profile personal life. While she didn't publicly address the infidelity directly, Bullock's actions spoke volumes about her strength and determination to protect herself and her family. The couple's divorce was finalized in June 2010, with Bullock filing for divorce and seeking sole custody of their adopted son Louis. Aftermath. The two have made occasional public statements about the divorce, though they've largely tried to shield the family from too much scrutiny and press. At one point, Jesse seemed to have somewhat of a cavalier attitude towards the situation. He talked to the Daily Mail, admitting he had cheated and claiming he had apologized for it and had taken accountability. But in the next sentence, he said, quote, "In general, both women and men cheat on their partners. It's part of life." This seeming excuse for his behavior made a lot of fans pretty angry. He also talked about the intense hate he's received on social media ever since the cheating and divorce. His comment about how it's part of life set this off with even more intensity. At that point, he started referring to himself as the most hated man in the world. He also talked about how people like to see people who are at the top fall down, and they delight in seeing the downfall of famous and successful people. He also talked about how he was hounded by 50 to 60 paparazzi who camped outside his house for the better part of a year. At the same time, he defended himself and his actions, saying it partially stemmed from a somewhat fish-out-of-water situation. He referred to himself as a messed-up kid from Long Beach who married America's sweetheart. He claims his feelings for her were intense and genuine, but ultimately he just made terrible mistakes and bad choices. Meanwhile, Sandra has talked about how she wasn't really able to process the infidelity and divorce for a while after it happened. That's because the couple had only recently adopted their newborn son Louis. She talked about how she was so concerned with the baby taking on all the emotions she was putting out that she essentially didn't allow herself to grieve and get angry about the whole thing. She wanted the beginning of Louis's life to be happy and healthy without feeling the effects of the divorce. Though at this point, Sandra now feels grateful for the whole situation because it has allowed her to have the life she has today. When talking about the feelings of being frustrated by the universe and what happens to you, Sandra says it's important to just sort of let go of the ideas you're holding on to. And that's when the universe says, quote, "Oh, you finally let go? Here you go. This is it." And you go, "Oh my God, that's more beautiful than anything I ever imagined." Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know that Jesse James refers to himself as the most hated man in the world? Let us know in the comments section below.